It's a little bit after 8 right now, and I stopped at this little cafe here for my morning cafe con leche and orange juice to get me going. I had a banana and an apple earlier, but the Camino winds its way this way. You can see there's pilgrims heading out and over the little stone bridge. I think this is a different stream or a creek that feeds into the river just that way, and you can see it. It's actually quite pleasant, you know, quite nice. Kind of wondering how you get over that little island. Set some chairs out. There's a little stair step right there. And I'm not sure what this was used for. I'm assuming there was probably some sort of mill or something that went along this water course. Or it could very well be more modern, where they just built it up to funnel the creek properly between all these buildings. So we're gonna head out. A little fountain right there. Water goes into the creek. Creek goes to the river. But another day on the Camino, and I only have 2 days left, and it's getting real. It is getting real. The fact that it's coming to an end, and I am very grateful that it's coming to an end. So let's get this day underway. So I've just been walking up a hill steadily for the last 15 minutes. You can see the other pilgrims coming up here right now, but I think we've crested to the top, and this is so good. And I don't think these gentlemen will mind. They said, oh, no photos, no photos. But I'm like, okay, you see your backsides, you can't see your faces. I guess they're on Europe's 10 most wanted. And oh, look at this, this is beautiful. So I'm making good time. Only had one person upset with me cleaning a marker off, and there's another marker here that needs my attention. So back on the Camino. Well, I think I finally got over the last of the rises here. I haven't checked the tropical map. These lovely ladies are picking peppers, I believe. We'll find out here in their boxes. I think I can find out. And take a quick peek. Oh, they just got started. But I think the shape of the leaves, those are the famous green peppers, which you get at most restaurants in the northwestern part of Galicia, where they take them and they fry them up quickly with some salt and some olive oil. That's how they dress them, and they're good. You just pop them in your mouth like candy. They're not hot, they're very tasty and savory. So you can see that we're kind of in farm country once again. Haven't seen any sheep or dairy, but we're getting really close to Santiago. But the nice thing is this lovely breeze. It just picked up a few minutes ago as we got on top of the hill, and it feels wonderful. And this day's as breezy as it is, it's going to make a very pleasant day all the way to Padron. And of course, my cursory cleanup activity. So I'll talk to you later. Well, it's a little after 10. Just want to show you what they're working on here. It's kind of neat, going back this direction, and you can see it. So basically, this is part of the Camino here, but they're putting in, looks like a drainage ditch or a drainage pipe to funnel water down the hill and away from the highway, which is way over there, right over there. So this is kind of neat. This is kind of one of those unexpected things in the Camino, but just want to give you a glimpse of what the people do here in Spain. So these guys are out here taking care of business. So I've been on this lovely path the last 15, 20 minutes, and the freeway kind of cuts between these hills right here, and according to the guidebook we'll be following it, but this actually is very pleasant to walk on, except that it's undulating, so which means it goes down and goes up, goes down and goes up, but not too strenuous. And actually the ground itself is relatively benign. The only distraction is cleaning off markers, and unfortunately I have idiots in front of me and behind me who think that the stones and the markers mean something, and they're actually destroying the Camino, because one guy in front of us, actually I saw him pull a large stone out of the wall or out of the embankment and put it on a marker earlier today. And so I just kind of wish people would just leave the Camino alone the way it was, the way it is. There's no need to mark it like a dog, and that's what they are, dogs. And of course that's humanity for you. You got people who it's all about them, all about their little experience, the little 5 or 7 days in the woods, and look how great I am. But I'm going to carry on cleaning off markers until I get to Santiago, knowing that it's the right thing to do, the objectively correct thing to do. That, my friends, is Padron just beyond here. I got to cross one more major bridge here, and you can see how they partially retrofitted it to be a road bridge. And I'm going to have you watch me cross it, and you can see there's an embankment over there with a series of arches, and this is kind of a muddy river here, brackish, and you can see the wonderful factory on the other side. I have no idea what it is, but the Camino goes straight and over and through this town, and I believe it goes that way according to my map. So I'm almost done for the day, and it's good. Yeah, you can see plenty over there. So I'm gonna get off the GoPro now because there's not much else to show you, and I will talk to you later. I have finally achieved something in my Camino. Hola, you can wave for the camera? I have achieved something. I am the very first person to check into the albergue today. And it's really nice. They got the shower area right here. This is very well done. This gentleman will actually wash my clothes. It's included in the price of the staying here the night. And it is 16 euros, which is a little pricey, but check this place out. I mean, this is plush. I mean, everybody has their own locker, and it's basically €1 to get the key out, and it's €1 to get the key back. So basically you put the money in to get the key and get it out. So this is my place. And matter of fact, check this out. So he says, see there's an electrical outlet back there, so which means you can plug in your cell phone. And then this is my bed for the night, bottom floor. So tomorrow morning, it's kind of cute. Every bunk has a little arrow pointing out, but I'm very happy. I probably going to try to get some video work done and some picture work done now. Going to town. Math tonight is at 8:30, so I probably want to eat sometime around 6, maybe 7. get done by 7:30. That way I can get the Mass at 8:30 and receive communion. But tomorrow it's over. So I'm about ready to head off to Mass, but some people there at the albergue told me about the wonderful little municipal botanical garden here and Padron, and you can see it's nicely laid out in these little grid patterns here, and people come down here to relax, and this actually would be quite the respite from a hot summer day, coming down here with all these lovely shade trees and everything else, and you can see the lovely flowers and the carefully cut manicured hedges here and there, and the flowers and the fountain here, and what was a fountain there, I'm assuming. But this winds down my final day here on the Camino. Tomorrow I get up, I walk to Santiago, and that's it. The end of my journey until my new journey begins, which you guys will find out shortly afterwards. But also probably hopefully a couple videos of me in Santiago. So there you go. The botanical garden here in Padron. Typical disorganized Spain. Apparently the Mass at that church right in front of you is at 8:30. But I was told at the albergue the Mass was at 8. But in fact, it's not at 8 at that church. It's at 8 o'clock at this church. So I'm going to go to church now, not a half an hour from now. But I want to kind of conclude this day and call it quits. But I guess you eked out one last video for me for the last day before I ended my Camino.